Well, alright. Y'all already know I got something to say about something. Otherwise, there ain't nothing to be said at all. Y'all already know what's up. I was watching the news. I don't normally do that often. I tell you, it kind of watched me. But every once in a while, you in earshot, you hear something. And then you look. Then you gotta match the hearing with the seeing. And you see something. It just make you shake your head like, That's a damn shame. I was watching the news last night. I meant to come and make my comments last night, but I said I was too tired. I need to go to bed. Y'all excuse me, because my sinuses might be acting up a little bit. So my voice might be kind of sounding funny. Although my voice always sounds funny. So that's irrelevant. Anyway, I was watching the news. And on the news, they showed a video of about 4 people in a car going down the freeway. I don't think they did it on the Lodge. That could have been 75. I don't know which one of them freeways it is. A local freeway. Yeah. Around the city, Detroit. 2 of them on the roof of the damn car. 2 of them sitting ass out the window of the damn car. And then, of course, whoever it is still in the car is driving, right? And they rolling at the speeds that you normally use on the freeway, 70 miles an hour, somewhere in there. Riding. And I don't know who else in the other car that was probably recording them, or if it was just somebody that happened to see it and just took the opportunity to record. I don't know if they was connected or not. Because, you know, like if you skateboard and you're good at skateboarding, excuse me, my mustache, I need to work on it. If you're good at skateboarding, you usually have a partner that either skates on their skateboard or runs alongside or rollerblades alongside, whatever, to record different shots. So we don't know if the other people was somebody that, was part of that crazy group. They're young folk. Youngins, I want to let y'all know we need y'all to survive your young period of life. We need you to get beyond that. We need you to make it past that. Clearly, it wasn't no cognitive reasoning going on in the brains of them people right there. And we in the middle of a pandemic. So you know what it is? I feel like humans in general are just so resilient that no matter the extreme, it's never enough for the lessons to be fully learned. It ain't never too extreme to where, all right, I got it. That's it. Enough of the foolery. There's always room for some foolishness. No matter what, who, what, when, where, why, and how. It don't matter what, who, what, when, where, why, when, how. It don't matter at all. Because you be thinking, okay, this should change the minds and hearts of everybody. And it never does. Every time you think, circumstance, tragic event, whatever, it change the hearts and minds of people. It'll work to an extent that's about as good as it gets. You get it? To an extent. Because that's how it's been since this pandemic. Now, you go out, everybody out, everywhere. Excuse me, got my itchy eye going on here. Dang. You go out, everywhere, everybody there. And you wonder, this pandemic was rather extreme. It was rather extreme to have everybody hunkered down with limited movement for 4 or 5 months straight. That's a lot of time for a lot of people. And for it to have impacted basically the entire world. I don't know if there were probably very few, if any, places where COVID-19, coronavirus, didn't touch. That's extreme. That's why they call it a pandemic, which is borderline epidemic. Yet, people still do foolishness. That was the most foolishest thing. I was like, okay, they was doing it on a lodge at one time. Okay? They were doing all that craziness, driving their cars and spinning out and whatever else they was doing. And that's one thing. Now you got people beyond the safety of seatbelts and airbags. They ain't got helmet on the first, not an elbow pad, knee pad, shin pad, not a chest protector, not shin guard or wrist guards, nothing. You hear me? Not even cushy pillows duct taped to them. But they want to get up on the car and hang out the windows of a car and roll down the freeway, the highway, the expressway, in the fast lane. Well, at least I saw the video. I think they was like, they was doing more than 70, okay? They were doing 70, okay? And ain't no such thing as a slow lane when you hanging outside the vehicle that was meant for you to be inside of. Now, I can understand celebrating graduation and you might be rolling about maybe 10 miles an hour. I don't know about people on the roofs, but I seen the booty out the, just sitting up on the edge of the window of the door. You know what I'm saying? The door panel. Yeah, you hanging on there like you riding. I see that happening around graduation, but it'd be like a little parade of cars, and usually, most of them drive sensibly because they want to show that they graduated, they proud, they going to rep their year, 2020, woo, woo, 2021, woo, woo, 2019, 2022, you know what I'm saying. The kids like to do that. But y'all done went to the extreme. Y'all done got to excessive speeds, and what you holding on to wasn't nothing to be holding on to. I don't even think they had like a luggage rack. I don't know. I just glanced a couple times and listened what was being said. Because what they did, Fox 2 went and showed the video to different people. They showed the video to different people. And they asked them for their comment and stuff. Everybody thought it was a damn shame, it was foolishness. What was these kids thinking? One lady said, this is why I tell my son, hey, always check in with me, let me know you all right. I don't need to know all your business. I need you to check in and tell me honestly, from the rooter to the tutor, beyond a shadow of a doubt that you all right. And she was like, for this mess like right there, for that reason right there. Because I'm like, whose children are those? Whose family was that? Huh? And by the grace of God, see, God got us under his mercy, favor, grace. Because it could have been a worse story. And they was trailing behind like a truck I seen at one point. There was a truck on there. And I'm like, you all ain't thinking about blind spots and stuff. Y'all ain't thinking about distance in between vehicles and stuff. Y'all just driving just because you can press down on the gas pedal and turn the steering wheel and hold it and see above the dashboard. That's all. Y'all just taking the whole mode of transportation out of its context. You done turn it into a goddamn amusement park ride. What we hope, because even they said it, they wanted a disclaimer. This is Fox 2, by the way. They wanted a disclaimer that they weren't showing the video to try and encourage more people to do it. Real talk, no matter what video you showing, people gonna choose one way or another. So you really can't be faulted for that. At the end of the day, you can't save everybody. So if you're trying to be informative and like, hey, there's people out here doing this, it's probably time for some family conversations. Time for you to pull your teens aside and say, look, you go outside this house, you represent me. You represent our family. You represent, okay? When the DNA testing come back, when they ID the body, it's reflecting on us. It's coming back on our family. We gonna get the knock on the door. We gonna get the phone calls. We gonna get the letters in the mail, whatever, however they do it. Okay? If that reasoning and logic mechanism in the brain ain't functioning, you got to get around that and find some other incentive and way to get them on the right track to do something other than that. With what was that? When I want to say, wait, not Wednesday night. Might have been Tuesday night. I don't know. Whatever. It could have been Wednesday night. Although, because we just had this warm weather, so definitely was Tuesday night. Had to have been Tuesday night when I saw this last night. And I was like, oh, okay. This is what we doing. This is a form of entertainment, and I believe they want to call it fun. F-U-N. Okay. We got to do better. And I thought that because of the pandemic, families would draw closer to each other, put down all the bullshit and foolery, hash out and overcome any disagreements and any rifts that they may have amongst each other. And be about the business of building and doing something positive. And being maybe even more spiritual, But no, I guess an extreme pandemic requires extreme measures. So yeah, there you go. What y'all call that, car surfing? I'm going to give it a name. I coined it. It's car surfing. Not Tokyo drifting, not drifting, car surfing. Not burnouts, car surfing. They surfing in the car. Excuse me, on the car. Half in, half out. I'm glad the driver didn't get the idea to come up with some sort of pole to use to press the gas pedal while steering, while him being way, or her, I don't know, being way out the window. Because you never know these raggedy, potholey ass streets and stuff. You hit one wrong, I don't give a damn how good your tires is. It's not going to be a pretty thing. And that's going to piss you off. Because you're going to be sitting there thinking, I just bought these damn tires. So it don't matter if they new. These streets in Michigan be raggedy as hell. I believe Gretch, Big Gretch, she ran on that campaign. She said, fix these damn streets, roads, freeways. Anyway, I'm going to go and get up this camera. I done got on my soapbox a little bit. I just wanted to say something about that because that was just ridiculousness right there. Every generation of young folk had their own set of foolery, though. I think that comes with the territory of being young. By age and by mind, a.k.a. maturity. So, we definitely got to stay prayed up. Because we need our young folk to make it beyond the youth. We need that. We need that progression in life, in existence. That's the legacy. I can't afford to lose that lineage and legacy on some bullshit. So I hope they find out exactly who they are. And I hope some families, some family members, whoever voice gets through to them, you make sure you get that voice to them so they can get their ass together. Because that right there could have been tragic. Let me get off this camera.